William Close, thank you so much for being with us, bringing your beautiful Earth Harp to us in the city of Charlotte. You're from the West Coast. Well, you're on the West Coast now, but tell me how the Earth Harp came to be.
Sure. Yeah, thanks for having me, Sammy. This is the Earth Harp behind me. This is one of the many instruments that I've developed through the years. Now, the Earth Harp, the first time I invented it, or the first time I installed it, I mounted it to one side of a canyon, and I ran the strings clear across to the other side. Turning that.
How big was that? How long of those strings?
I don't know, maybe about 500 feet. Yeah. So, so I mounted it to one side of a canyon and ran the strings across to the other side, turning that canyon, into a giant harp, world's first Earth Harp. So, and that's where it gets its title. Since then, I've had many adventures with the instrument. I've strung it to the top of mountain peaks before, across golden fields. I've had it in beautiful concert halls. I've had it at the Colosseum in Rome or the Grand Theater of Shanghai. I've strung it to the top of a skyscraper in Singapore, and Guinness was there and the World Record Association, and we got it. We got the world record.
I want to know how many harps have tried to surpass that, because that's impressive.
It's all, every week someone's trying to break that record.
I believe it. I believe it. Okay, so tell me about how the concept of the Earth Harp happened. Did you wake up one day and go, oh, you know what I want to do is string across the canyon?
Well, the Earth Harp came about, it's all sort of one step leads to another. It came about, basically from my background is sculpture, music, and architecture. And then I grew up on sailboats. So it's sort of that synthesis sort of got me thinking along the lines of bringing different things together, different mediums, and creating, sort of a new line of musical instruments.
Earth Harp is not your only invention.
No.
Speak a little bit about what people will see when they come to the concert tonight. There's a couple more of your inventions on display.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that's cool about tonight is that with this instrument, the Earth Harp, the chamber is mounted to the stage, and the strings are shooting out over the audience and going up and attaching into the architecture. And using this space, this atrium space, to create the instrument. So literally, the audience tonight will be inside a musical instrument, which is very cool. Now, I do have some of my other inventions here. I'll have the drum jacket, which is a jacket with sensors on it that gets played, and when you touch certain parts of it, it triggers sounds. We have some kinetic drum pieces, a bunch of drum sculpture stuff, a lot of percussive. And we also have an amazing pair of vocalists, Luna and Adrian. And then Sean is going to be playing some awesome guitar, and Rich Sherwood on drums. So we have a full team of great musicians that are going to rock it here tonight. So.
You grew up musically inclined. You said it was always an interest to you. The harp is not necessarily an instrument that young boys are like, oh, I want to play the harp. Tell me how this is played, how that came to be. Are you self-taught?
This instrument is, it's technically a harp because every string has a fixed note, but it's not played much like a harp. The way you play this instrument is you wear a glove. I have a glove here, and I've got some violin rosin in here. Let's see. One out. So this is, there's a little bit of violin rosin right there. So this rosin, just crush a little bit up, put it on the fingers, and then when you pinch the string and run your hand along it, it produces a sound, produces a tone. And that's the acoustic sound of the instrument.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
So when it's amplified, it's super big and powerful and beautiful.
Are you the only one who plays the Earth Harp, or are there other members of your team who do?
Yeah, I do. I've trained many people to play it through the years, and yeah, I tend to be the main person, but I do have other people who come up and play.
What does it do for you to see the audience's reaction to your inventions?
I mean, it's great. It's it really pushes the imagination. It's a very emotional experience actually, because the sound is like, it's very almost symphonic and filled with a lot of beautiful resonance and harmonics. So it's powerful. Yeah.
You have been everywhere with this Earth Harp, like you were saying before. How does our Charlotte space compare?
This is a wonderful space. I mean, this is like, I'm so glad that Robert had the idea to bring it into this particular venue. The atrium space is gorgeous here. It's very resonant. You know, we were doing sound check last night, and the whole space was just like alive with resonance. So.
How long is the performance tonight?
Well, it's about an hour and a half. Yeah.
Okay, great. Is it free? Is it ticketed?
I believe it's open to the public. Yeah.
Wow, you guys are in for a treat. William Close with the Earth Harp and other inventions here at the Gateway Village.
All right.